unforgettable moments. Remember when we used to hang out? Remember what we used to do? Remember those to talk the shit, the flames and the sparks. I remember trying to walk away, though I thought I'd stay. I figured you would change your ways, but you said, nigga, not today.
Alright. Y'all ready?
You got this.
What that would have fixed you. Right, I would have paid you.
Gotta go Louis Armstrong. You can't do it. Yo, this is a motherfucking R&B podcast. Motherfucker.
Turn it to DMX. Where my doors at?
What up, man? R&B podcast.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of R&B Podcast.
Oh my God, I'll take it.
I'm giving you a page of... No, I got it.
you don't have it, my boy.
I got it.
I'm gonna have to come in. Turn the mic up.
No. I turned it down because we clipping. I got it. Just give me a second. What's good, everybody?
Did you turn it down?
Welcome to another episode. Why is it doing that?
It looks like it's super sensitive.
Damn. Unless I'm turning it up.
I think you turned it up.
Yeah, I think you turned it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's lower now.
You was going crazy. You might as well scrap that.
Damn, that was a good
I want to
intro.
keep it, though. That shit was funny.
You could probably keep it and then mix in whatever you want to do.
You like just spice it up or something.
I'm going to just keep it. We're just going to go from right here.
Okay.
All right, I got it. Okay, just give me a second.
Yeah.
Okay. What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the R&B Podcast. Giving you opinions on topics you've never asked for. Fuck.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. All right, everybody. This is the R&B Podcast. Bring you opinions on topics you never asked for. I'm messing up on the intro because it's not my job. As you heard, my co-host Steve here has lost his voice. I'm leaning into the mic because we're rocking a one mic right now, which I'll turn it up
one
mic. He's done talking. And so Steve has lost his voice. You know, he's been having his cough. He is COVID negative though, so round of applause. Adding that round of applause for that. Right. So when something else takes him out, it'll be new and exotic and exciting, and we'll all learn about it as the PLAX
shit
virus.
from London.
So, but barring that, I'm doing the intro today. As you can see, if you're watching this, if you're not watching it, then you'll find out. We have a guest. Well, technically, we're doing an interview. I know it's been a while since we did an interview, but we're back on it, and you know we always got to bring out the best and brightest of Buffalo talent, right? So we bring you another up-and-coming Buffalo star. I don't know if you want me to introduce you. I can introduce you.
What up? I'm Jay Aquarious, everybody. What's up? What's up?
And then Steve will add the round of applause as usual, and obviously the studio audience will help out with that.
What up, y'all?
I'm telling you, they're gonna be surprised when we turn the camera around one day and there's 5
actual
people.
Studio audience. 5. I like how you said
five people.
He counted.
Yeah.
He counted.
Two in the front, 2 in the back, and then whoever manning the camera.
Real quick, we are happy to have Jay here.
Still gonna try to talk?
I'm going to try to throw some stuff in there from time to time, but I'm not dying, guys. You are. No,
Well, that's not true. You might be going home, but we hope you're not. So, like we said, this is a R&P interview. We've done these before, and
6.
Yeah, something like that.
This is 7.
7. And so we hope to do more. Hopefully, returning guests. Hopefully, he'll spin the block on us if we don't ruin this one. And you know, it'll be a great time. All right. So let's get this interview going.
Point guy Rick.
Terrible. No, but so for maybe people who been living under a rock, like how would you introduce yourself, Jay Aquarious? Like what music you make, like maybe genre you're going for, or maybe audience you're reaching out to?
Well, my audience is I'm targeting worldwide audience through different types of spectrums of music, but the A1 music I do is pop R&B.
Okay.
That's my A1.
That's your A1?
Yes, it is. I mean, I dive into a little hip hop every now and then.
Okay.
Shit, I might start rapping or something. Like, what's up? But
he's really nice with it too. He's really like that for real.
Gotta be versatile. But the bread and butter
Is that pop R&B?
Pop R&B. Okay.
Pop R&B.
One of the few pop artists in the town, by the way.
Yeah.
It's not a lot.
Yeah, I don't feel like. Yeah, I feel like usually people we talk to are just variations of hip hop. Like, well, I guess like niche hip hop. Like you got the trap. You got the I guess what alternative rap in somewhere. I'd put Busy Bee in that area, and then and also
more like Post Malone.
Yeah, and then Flex God. So yeah, we've never interviewed anybody
pop artists.
Pop. Yeah, we've had people have like
we did
features
R&B artists, but never a pop artist.
Pop. So you're the first pop artist we've had. So I'm not sure.
I'm breaking them all.
Thanks.
Let's see. If you want to go,
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see how it goes.
One more you want to do?
So Jay, what got you into music? What was your inspiration? Was it when you was a kid? Was it recently? What got you into making music?
Well, it wasn't when I was a kid. My single digits. I was doing music during that time, but I wasn't really inspired to do music. I was forced to do music at that time.
Oh, okay.
But it wasn't until I was 13 I was inspired by TLC.
Okay.
Beyonce, Aaliyah. Yeah, I was really inspired by like Raven Simone, people from Sister Act.
People don't really talk about Raven Simone as music inspiration, but she was dropping them Disney hits.
She was.
Yeah,
she had a chokehold on the game for years.
That's what it was. That's what it was. I was very big on Disney, and I was watching That's So Raven and watching the Cheetah Girls, and I just loved where she was. And I listened to her solo album, This Is My Time, and that album really got me. Like it was surprise people. My taste buds will surprise people. Because they expect it to be trendy, and it's not really trendy. It's not really trendy.
Some niche.
I would say you kind of like a lot of old school. Well, I guess now it's old school, but like throwback R&B type stuff.
2000s
Kinda.
old school.
I know
do that.
It kind of is now.
20 years ago.
It kind of is now. Remember we had that debate? Once it hit 15, it's throwback.
Yeah, we as far from the 90s as the 90s is from the 70s. That's kind of nasty if you think.
The 80s was 40 years ago.
So, is you alright?
Don't spit it out.
I got a quick story real quick. I was talking to my pops, and he made a comment. He said, yeah, I was like, we was talking about just the 80s or something. He said, yeah, I was like, I had to be like 18, 19. I said, you was 20 in the 80s, my guy? And he started crying, laughing. I said, I knew you was, but hearing it out loud is crazy. Your 20s was the 80s is crazy.
Yeah, that's a little crazy.
My mom was in her 40s.
In the 80s?
Well, 30s. She was 40 when she had me.
That's wow.
That's crazy.
Wow. That's how they gonna do us though.
Yeah, no.
They gonna do us bad.
Yo, imagine when they show the boys in the long white t-shirts and the baggy jeans in black and white in the history books.
Yeah, they gonna do us bad, yeah.
They gonna do us crazy.
So I'm not even gonna talk crazy because they gonna do us crazy.
They gonna look at us and think Negro spiritual.
Y'all was born in the 90s, y'all was slaves? No, bro.
Y'all was slaves?
Oh, no.
That was with Martin Luther King and them?
No, bro.
No, we wasn't. No. He was long gone by the time we was like, we didn't have nobody.
Damn, so they
Al Sharpton. That's all we had was our the rat.
I guess.
I guess. You know Al Sharpton, we're straight really.
I know, I'm sorry. We do this a lot. I'm so sorry.
What?
I'm so sorry. We get off topic a lot.
Yeah.
But we always come back.
We always come back. Just the last thing. You know Al Sharpton was a rat?
Oh, he snitched on niggas?
He snitched on niggas in the civil rights movement.
I think I knew this. I don't remember if I knew this, but I think I knew that.
But he's done so much for the black community that everybody's kind of like, they're just like,
we're gonna split that under the rug.
Yeah, which is crazy.
You've made up.
Yeah, which is crazy. I didn't know you could do that for like.
This nigga's a hoe.
So
I knew he looked like a whole ass nigga, so it's okay. We're gonna keep it going.
Yeah, so you got your inspiration from like 2000s, kind of like
90s and 2000s.
Okay.
What would you say is like that kind of like quintessential song from your childhood? Like if you had to think of one like where you can kind of like you hear it and you can picture where you were when you heard it.
My favorite Janet Jackson song of all time, Doesn't Really Matter.
Okay.
I love that song so much. It's very pop, very soulful. I remember this this is in 2000.
Okay.
I was how old was I? I was 7. I was 7 years old, and I was like flipping through TV, and it was late at night, and I was watching MTV. This is my first time watching Making the Video.
Okay, yeah, I remember that show. I hated that show.
Well,
I hated MTV.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
okay.
I had an older sister, so I used to
She inundated you with MTV then. Basically.
like, yeah, well, it was basically like I wanted to watch something on television, and
she would watch
come in and be
MTV.
like MTV.
So that would make you not like MTV.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can relate to that because when I was younger, my siblings did the same thing, but with BET as well.
Really?
And I got sick of both of them.
Both.
Both of them.
The only thing about BET, I just hate when they show the movies, when they show the old movies, and it's never the way you seen it
Like
before.
anywhere else.
Yeah, it's always different.
Because they keep cutting it and
Yeah, they cut it, and it's just like,
they edit Baby Boy crazy.
They
Even though
do,
they show that
they
during
do.
like every holiday, like it's a holiday.
and I remember one time when I was a kid, no cap. You remember on the bottom they show like what's coming up.
Yeah, like the channel guy.
It was Baby Boy all the way through.
Back to back.
all day, bro. Baby Boy all the way through.
That shit annoyed the fuck out of me.
it ended with a Baby Boy behind the scenes, dude. And I was like, I'm not watching this shit. I'm not watching this
Yeah, I
shit.
didn't watch it either.
Yeah, it's not
I watched
doing it.
elements of it, but I got the gist of it, but I just never sat and watched the whole thing.
I think I've watched the whole
Oh no,
movie.
I've seen the whole thing.
I watched the whole movie, but not at once. I think I've watched every part of the movie.
So you know the
through
story, yeah.
through every other watch of it. I just see a new part. And I think I kind of gave up when I seen that Snoop Dogg was the bad guy with a
I
J.
hate you, Jody. Get in the house, Yvette.
Like, come on, man. But so Janet Jackson, you would put
Yeah,
that.
and she's one. I have two, but like that one, it was my first time watching the behind the scenes of a music video, so I never even heard the song.
Okay.
It's like you get to the world premiere of the music video at the end of that.
At the end of
and
it.
you listen to the song basically for the first time. So I got that experience. Like, wow, this looks different. What does the green screen do? Okay, so I'm learning it at 7 years old, and I'm like, this is unique. And I see all the animated stuff. I'm like, they're going there with this? Oh my god! I watched the video, and then I was like, oh my god, this is great. The song is great. The video is fantastic. Yeah, that was a really good moment in my life.
Good.
Do you think seeing like that, kind of like the video being made and then the whole like production and everything, you think that kind of was the thing that got you into music as a whole? Because you said you were in music, like I guess forcefully as a child. But do you think seeing like the whole process kind of made it a little bit more like, I guess, enjoyable?
Yeah, I would have to say, because I love animation.
Okay.
So when I was during that time, I was being forced into music. The reason why I was forced mostly is because I loved animation. I loved drawing and painting and watching cartoons and playing video games.
Yeah.
Like, I love stuff like that. So music, I'm like, I don't understand this. I like seeing things. This is the more of a just listening to it, but what am I looking at?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I just see it on stage doing stuff, but I'm like, I don't understand. I don't get it.
Yeah.
You know, so right, it's weird.
I guess putting it like that, you just be like, well, I want some shit going on the screen.
Right, this is audio.
Because they have the music channels where all you looking at is a picture of the album and then like some waves going on.
Yeah.
What is it supposed to do for me?
That should be on all day.
Yeah, all day.
That should be on all day.
Like music choice.
When Nickelodeon used to do that day and play, niggas
I used to go right to Disney Channel where they used to be like, go outside for 60 minutes.
I feel like Disney knew they was doing that because they always put the trash shit on when they were doing the day and play.
To make you go outside.
And it was like, bro, don't do this. Don't nobody watch Bizarre Verk, my nigga. Don't nobody. That's a new one.
Garbage.
That's a new one, but I'm saying they put on shit like
we
that.
had garbage when we were kids that they were probably like reruns maybe. I don't think we had like any like garbage shows.
They didn't last. The garbage shows didn't last.
Yeah, that's really what it is. So there's some shows that some people thought was garbage that I was like, no, I actually like this.
I think
like
a lot of shows.
What was it? You know the show, of course, you know, Codename Kids Next Door.
Yes, yeah.
But that was a branch from another show.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I can't remember the name of
I'm
it.
lost in the sauce now. I didn't know that was a branch.
Because there was another show, I can't remember the name of it, but it was this little blonde boy, and his monkey, and they were like supposed to babysit a laboratory while the scientists were somewhere else. and the monkey fucked.
I vaguely remember that. Joke.
And the scientist was like, "I trust the monkey, but I don't trust you." So, and the monkey tore up the laboratory, and the white boy is trying to stop him. Yeah. And there was a moment that stuck with me forever. That the monkey keep dropping chemicals all over the place. And next thing you know, this boy went black. And he had, and his head turned into Ella Fitzgerald, and he kept scatting and going into a moment of singing jazz music while trying to convince the monkey to stop dropping stuff on the ground.
You see it, right? It's vague.
I see the whole. I don't remember him doing blackface. But I remember
it was in there. I actually rewatched the episode recently. Like I watched it like last month. It's on YouTube.
What Jay talking about? Comment down below if you know what Jay talking about.
Just look up the history of Codename Kid Next Door. You'll see it.
They definitely, I guess, got away with a lot of stuff when we were younger.
Oh yeah.
and the thing is that what was it? How they fit into it? They were his friends from next door. Oh, they were his friends.
And I remember that.
I do remember the premise. I just can't remember the name of the show.
I don't remember the show.
Okay, you might remember the evil scientist that had the claw.
From Kids Next Door?
Yeah. He was in the pilot with that show. He was like...
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, they were just his, the little boy's friends. Mm-hmm. But the people ended up finding more interest in them than the kid. And that's how that happened.
So they made that a show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next Door.
I got you. Okay.
It's nasty.
That's fire. That's actually a fire way to... They finesse my mans out of the show.
They finesse his man out of his original show.
Yeah.
I don't think he even made an appearance in the actual Codename Kid Next Door.
Mm-hmm. He moved. They said that nigga moved.
He went back to wherever he came from.
Yeah, he went back. So you said Janet, and I know I sound terrible, y'all. Just bear with me. You said the Janet music video really not inspired you,
Follow
but
along
just
with the subtitles if you can't understand.
What I'll put subtitles. made you kind of like interested in music and almost fall in love with music in a way. And you talked about the green screen in the behind the scenes video that you saw when you were 7. I say this all the time, constantly had a video of the year every year. From the time I've met you in 2019, I believe, to now, you have had video of the year every year since.
That's how praise comes from.
So,
thank you.
Can you attest that to that, or is that just your own creativity? Because I know you said you like animation and stuff like that. So, that was bad.
Yeah, he said stuff
that
like that.
Was bad.
Yeah, he said stuff like that at the end if you didn't catch that.
And stuff like that. There we go. Cool. There we go. All right.
You gotta beat your chest a little bit.
Knock the voice back into him or something.
So, do you think was that due to that moment when you were 7 years old, or that your own creativity, or is it a mixture of all of that?
I feel like it ties with it because I just love animation. Mm-hmm. I love when things have a bubbly sense, or at least something just really fucking cool to it that just it reels me in. Like I just love it. Another experience I want to talk about that ties with this was I remember one Saturday morning in 1999. I was 6. I just turned 6. It was like in the spring. And I just walked into the living room, typical Saturday morning, because every time I turned it on, it's on BET or MTV. I got sick of that shit, because I'm like, I knew y'all came home from the club last night, and y'all was drunk as fuck, and y'all just crashed, and y'all just left. So I know that's what happened. So basically, I turned it on, and I'm like, da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, what the hell is this shit? Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. A scrub is a goddamn spot.
Oh, TLC. Yeah, TLC.
I was like, oh my god. And it was like the song sounded cool, but the video itself reeled me in hardcore. I'm like, I've never seen no shit like this, because I've seen video niggas on the block. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that all the time. But this, I've never seen nothing like this in my entire life.
Bust.
Well, Luda had some. No, that's not fair. Luda had some.
Actually, yeah, Luda was creative. Bust was kind of creative. He was one of the first niggas to do the fisheye shit and make it look good.
The what?
The fisheye shit. Because people was doing it
really close and round.
Well, rappers wasn't doing it. Rappers wasn't doing it. He was the first rapper I remember seeing doing the fisheye shit. Like, you know the fish lens?
I think so, like with the big eyes.
Yeah. He was the first one I seen a rapper do it. I seen singers
like
do
the
it.
big head. Remember
And he
the
did the
bobble
big head. And
head?
then Luda did that shit too.
Yeah.
And to the 2000s was a crazy time.
Well, of course, Fast and the Furious was popular, and they were only driving cars. There was no bank heists.
Now they on spaceships.
I haven't seen the latest one, so if they're
I haven't
I'm
either.
just talking. I'm just throwing shit out.
I think they were in space for a little bit, like him beefing John Cena.
He like, I can make this jump, and then he went. And he's like, dude,
He drift and it just flies off
he
into
like,
the sky.
dude, just, hey pop. Shout out to my dad. Shout out to my dad.
I feel like he leaves all the time during our
He does. He does. So yeah. So where was we at? Cause
He
you
was
got-
talking about
explaining
no
to
scrubs.
TLC.
Okay.
So that video, that was my first time actually seeing TLC. And I was like, I love this a lot. Like the dance routine, the rap, when Lisa rapped. I'm like, they sound cool, but I really would like if someone like rapped on this song because that's what my siblings will really like. They love hip hop music. They love rappers. And here come Left Eye. You can't especially expand my horizon. I'm like, oh, okay. And then she's just going hard. I love this. So to be,
Alright, yeah.
love you, Lisa. Love you. So that plays into why I like to do things visually because I'm like, that's what brought me in. So I'm like, I feel like I need to do something like that to reel people in. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the shit I like.
Yeah.
You know, and I see myself doing it. I love seeing myself doing it too.
Right.
So it becomes part of the process that it has to be something that sticks out, something that works, and it's me.
Okay.
Right. So what's all of them? All your videos that I've seen are fire.
Thank
What's your favorite music video that you've done?
Lips.
Lips. Okay.
Lips.
I think you showed me that one.
I believe I did.
You showed me a lot of it. He always puts me on it to videos, and I think he showed me at least like 3.
If you've seen a video of a guy shooting aliens, that's
I felt like
Did I show you that? I feel like I did.
I want to say you did.
Or I at least sent it to you.
Yeah,
I sent it to you.
Yeah, because sometimes we watch him here, but I don't think we were together when I seen it.
He was in the remix video.
I was in the room.
Yeah.
If you see me, you'll see me on the TV and stuff like that.
You see him in the original video too. Like there's a little
Briefly.
more,
In the original video.
There's like a little clip here and there.
Steve was making cameos.
Yeah, a little cameo. It was nice. It was hot as fuck that day though. It was hot as hell. It was hot as fuck in that fucking room we was in.
It was in the basement.
We was in somebody's basement. Dude got a nice. I forgot dude name.
Shout out to Joe Frost.
Joe Frost. Yeah, he got a great
Shout out.
green screen setup.
But it was just hot
fucking hot. Yeah, it was just hot.
In the basement, it's supposed to be cool in the basement.
It was an August day, like an early August.
No,
day.
it was June.
June.
It was late June.
Yeah, he's supposed to ride, so
and it rained the night before. So
maybe that might have trapped in the heat then the water.
Yeah, I just remember like we were just sitting there. I was like, I can't fucking breathe.
You can't breathe now either though.
Well, I could breathe. I just can't talk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I could breathe. I just can't talk.
but yeah, it was
Unfortunately.
That's my favorite music video. I love that video. I feel like damn, I haven't watched it recently. Like even though I Miss Us is very close, Lips is just amazing.
See, for me, I'm with you. I'm stuck because as far as songs, Lips is great, but I Miss Us is like, I don't know. I just fuck with that song a lot.
Yeah, you
so
do.
It's tough. Like I be stuck as far as songs, video wise. Lips gotta be your best, both of them, the original and the remix, because it was just so much going on. It was so much put into them, and it took a while to get them out.
Man, it just.
How about you talk about that real quick?
Oh man. So, all right. So there's a process with my videos that just ends up happening all the time where it's okay. I'm thinking of a concept, but it'll take months to get to the filming, and then when we get to the filming. It takes just the time we are expecting it to, or maybe a little longer to film. Okay. And then sometimes, even though when we get to the process, we're done filming. When it comes to editing, every time we get to editing, it takes months to get the video out there.
I feel like that's like how it really is, though. Anyway, so at least you're getting a taste of it now. Then be surprised later.
Yeah.
Well, I think later, like I feel like in like a more like big budgeted setting and everything like that, I think videos can take like 6 months to like almost a year to edit.
The way Jay do them, I feel like when Jay pop off and start doing bigger budget videos, I feel like you probably would, because I feel like you're not gonna cut corners and you gonna have stories and all that stuff.
There's gonna be a lot of shots. It's gonna be a lot of like.
Oh, there's a lot of shots already.
But I'm saying the more money, the more shots. The more,
oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a there's like a process every time, and lips was the longest process. The longest. Because I started coming up with the concept in 2019 to do the green screen shots that we were doing. Not the exact ones, but different ones. I wanted to have more of a 70s vibe and more laid back, but that's not how I ended up going. One of my friends, she was like, Jordan, my friend, shout out to Candace Culverhouse. She came with this concept. She's like, you should do it in a brothel. It should be in a brothel.
I remember. He sent me a damn NDA for that.
NDA?
Or not an NDA, you sent me. Was it an NDA or was it a...
It was a consensual agreement to have me in this video. Yeah.
I said, Jay, what's going to be going on? He said, you'll see me again. Just sign it.
You'll see me just sign it. That's like the start of a very like dangerous plot of a movie.
I said, well, Jay...
Don't read it. Just sign it and meet me at this location.
I was like, well, Jay,
I
trust you. No, he told me to read it.
I told him to read it. I told him to read it.
And then I was like, well, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then he was like, you'll see when you get there. Just, I was like, well, I trust you. And then I signed it.
Close your eyes and sign on the
But we didn't end up doing that. We didn't get a chance to do that.
Like, it was kind of tough to get it together. It still wasn't even together, but the
brothels in Buffalo?
It was an actual brothel, but people do mistake it as a brothel. It's the Nickel City Co-op House on North and Elmwood. It's the
I know exactly that
big red mansion.
That big house. Yeah. I've seen a lot of stuff over there, so I could see how that may have mistaken. I don't well. I'm sure they're all fine people. I just on a summer. I'll just say this: on a summer day, someone was getting their back blown out, like on the balcony. Yeah, it's crazy. It was.
That's the goal.
Was there other people there? Huh? Was other people over there?
I'm not.
Okay, but
yeah, no. Over there, it was me and my girlfriend were going to the marina. And I look up. We was stopped at a light. I just so happened to look over. A girl was getting her back blown out on the balcony. I think it was by another girl. She was getting her back blown.
Oh
out.
wow!
Yeah, it was all.
That's a goal, a rich nigga goal, to smack cheeks on the balcony.
That was crazy though. I don't know how many people were in there. I think there were some people on the front lawn, but I just literally looked up.
They probably was just fucking around. I don't think she was actually clapping cheeks.
They were both naked, so I can't imagine like going that far and not just being like,
if we're
gonna joke, we might as well go through with it.
Damn.
I can't imagine like half joking if you.
Oh, we just played it. Keep going, guys. We just joking.
That's gotta be the commercial now. You always use my clips for the commercial, but that's definitely the commercial.
Put it in there. I'll put it in there.
Crazy.
Terrible.
But no, I can imagine it being a joke, but I can't imagine them both being butt ass and it's still.
Once closes off, it's not a joke. It's no longer a joke at that point.
But yeah, that was supposed to be the place.
So I could see how that was.
So it would have got crazy. So I signed some crazy shit then. Okay.
Well, not necessarily. Not saying that's like a thing that happens all the time. I'm just saying on that hot July day, I just so happened to.
Was this last year?
Crazy story.
This was 2 years ago.
Anyways,
this is 2019.
People really don't do shit like that on that porch. Yeah. Like they be fucking around sometimes, but don't fuck around and do that really.
Yeah. It was upstairs. It was on like the one of the top parts. It wasn't like on the porch. So I don't know.
Oh, like a higher balcony?
Yeah.
Child.
He said, "Well, I don't know about that."
Maybe they be out there like that, but probably not like in the middle of the day.
Right.
Just like as far out on the balcony as possible.
Oh,
I was like,
I'm just trying to go to the marina, bro.
Yeah, no, literally, I was just looking over, and the thing is, I was so confused. And then we'll go back to the concept of the video. I was so confused that I had to ask my girlfriend to look over and then confirm as just to see if I was crazy because we were still at the light, and I was like, before we pull off, let me just see if I'm just not wilding. I was like, are they fucking? And she looked over and was like, yeah, they are. And I was like, oh wow. And then the light turned green and we would have got away.
Wow.
I was like, that was nuts. I was like, that's crazy, but not the craziest thing I've ever seen in Buffalo. So.
We'll get to that another time.
Yeah, but that was supposed to be the thing. By the time it was the week of the
not
filming, the bronze. I mean, they're supposed to have been some ideas of fucking in the video, but
I think that would have run gold.
It would have been fire.
But you know,
because the thing I had to sign had some shit on there, and I was
it didn't have all that. Now, come on, now. It didn't have all that. But listen.
Like, Jay, what am I going to be doing in this video?
Imagine this is the start of your other media career.
My other media career. I do like to broaden my horizons.
Oh,
so
really?
why not, right?
With what? What do you like to broaden?
We'll be back next week.
Yeah.
And I'll just wait.
Just see Steve with a black bar across the eyes.
This black lights.
Niggas like, that's PLAX, bro. I know that nigga, that's PLAX.
Well, your eyes were barred out, but you still wearing like a Kevin Love jersey in the basketball game. So it's like he was fooling.
They're like, dude, you got your
you got your hat on and you got the oldie jersey you like.
And the shades, and you can see the shades.
I've been making moves.
Oh my god.
A young nigga, bro. Can't fit the game, so you know I got the tool.
That might be a way to get some music off.
That's some Yorn-esque video.
But come on.
Okay, go ahead.
Come on. So
finish what you were saying.
So basically,
this is gonna be an hour and a half.
Basically,
we had a half hour. We're making good time.
Okay, go ahead.
So basically, that was supposed to have been a big concept in the video, but that didn't happen because that same week we ended up shutting down. And you know we went on lockdown.
Oh really? It was
that same. We posted that weekend. We posted done it, but
the weekend of my show, that show I had.
I think so. Yeah.
That's where I met.
Yeah.
Was that where? No, we met before that.
Yeah, your show was a month before.
You mean the show I was handing out pizza
at Little Africa? Yeah, that one.
But still, that ended up happening. So I'm like, okay. 2 months passed by. We're in May. I'm like, okay.
Still locked down.
It's still locked down. Like, okay, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna have to try to make something work. Cause this song came out 2 months ago, and I don't know what to do. So I'm gonna have to figure something out. And then, you know, I talked to people when I brought back the old concept and revamped it. And we started filming in June at the one location, but I was late. Getting there and trying to get the video done, and some of the things there wasn't really what I needed to get the video done, so we had to wait another month to film the another portion of the video because it was green screen, but the floor was cloth, green screen cloth.
Oh, okay.
So we had to go to the Tri-Main Center. Shout out to the Tri-Main Center. To shoot the rest of it in a solid green screen room where it's a room but everything's painted green
instead of
yeah.
Okay.
So we filmed the rest of the video there, and then took some shots at ACL side of the director. Shout out to him. We shot the rest of the shots at his house.
Okay.
Did you find it hard, like, especially because we at least the interviews we done, we started this during COVID, so we always ask, did you find it hard to kind of like pivot during lockdown and stuff, like having to change up how you usually did things? Because
I was trying to, at that point, I was trying to find a system for everything.
Okay.
I couldn't really find a system for everything, and when I was trying to, the pandemic happened. So I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna figure out something else on top of what I was trying to work with already.
Yeah, I can see that being shitty. But at least if you had to look at it on the bright side, if you did have a system and then you had that was working, and then you had to pivot from that, I feel like that'd be a little bit more devastating. Then you got to start all the way over. Yes. Right? So instead of you already working towards trying to get something, and now you kind of get the transition.
Jay, throughout this entire pandemic, has been going fucking nuts. I will say, like,
I have
nonstop. no, really, nonstop. Like videos, shows, dropping new music, going on podcasts and doing interviews, performing.
Yeah, I see
He's
the one
been going
podcast
crazy,
you
man.
did. I can't remember the name of it. I think you were outside for it.
Yeah, it was outside.
It was for
yeah.
Music is Art.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
How was that?
Oh,
Without speaking ill of any other podcasters, we love everybody who does podcasts in the area, and I brotherly love.
Except for Joe Budden.
Brotherly.
Except Joe.
Except for Joe Budden podcast. Joe Rogan a little shaky too, but
why do we always say that about people who are more famous than us?
hate.
Okay, understandable.
But
yeah,
at least we honest about it.
Yeah, how are those guys?
Go ahead.
So basically, I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it.
It was nice.
It was nice.
We had to, change things up a little bit because of the wind and sunlight. The lighting kept changing because we did this like close to sundown. So we had to find.
That's a little bold if you're doing an outside podcast, doing it when the
it was during the festival though, right?
No, it was before the festival.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking it was during it, but I think from what I remember, they were talking about it coming up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we were talking about the Buffalo Infringement Festival coming up. Then Music is Art came after that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I remember. See, I watched it.
Then I sent to you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But with just to wrap up the list video part,
Yeah.
we tried to edit the video, and it was just so much shit happening. Like, kept getting distracted because some motherfuckers coming in the room, and we just love to hang with them and talk, and it ate up some of our time. And then something happened with his computer, and he couldn't get the part he needed to get his computer fixed so he could start editing the video, and that took some months.
Oh, I remember that. Yep, I remember that.
So when that finally happened, we finally got the ball going. We started editing immediately, and the video, I didn't want it to come out by itself. I tried to, and I learned at this point in my career that may have been a mistake.
Not letting it come out on its own, or like trying to package it with something.
Packaging it with something, because when I dropped the video, I also dropped the special edition to my EP Naked, and no one really noticed the EP special edition coming out because they were blindsided by the music video.
You kind of like split your audience
because you was just trying to get the video out.
Yeah, but I also want people to like have something else as well, not a video to a song that came out 1 year, before.
If you were to do that differently, would you have done the special edition first and then the video, or would you have done the video and then the special edition?
Special edition and then the video.
Kind of like let people enjoy the music and then be like, boom, we did this too, because that song I assume is on the
that version.
So it would have worked out anyway like that too.
Yeah.
Well, you live and you learn.
Yeah, that's true.
But I can't take that back. I don't want to take that back because it was. When people find out about it, they're like, "Oh, there was new music too. Oh, see, and new music. Oh, let me go check this out."
So that's not too bad. As let's say someone is a up and coming Jay Aquarious fan, right? What would you like? What would the fan starter package be in terms of music and or videos? Like, what
order would we go?
Yeah, like if someone was coming up to you, be like, let's say, I'm a fan of the R&B podcast, and I seen this interview, and your music seems interesting. Like, what should I start out listening to? Like,
damn, that's like saying, okay, I have a rainbow. I see you have this rainbow, and I want to get into it. Which color should I jump into?
Oh, wow,
you know what I'm saying? And I'm like.
That's a beautiful analogy.
It depends on your vibe. How do you feel? You feeling green, jumping green. You feel blue, jumping blue. Hopefully that vibration, increases you into a higher, into a better, spectrum. So I would just say based off of how this person is responding, how they acting and stuff like that. Besides, if not that, I'm just gonna tell them to check out the latest shit.
Okay. You don't think you would have like the one like song in your catalog that you feel like everybody who likes your music should listen to this song? There's not one song that you feel like that.
3 songs pop into mind, and I'll just do make it like a top 3.
Top 3.
Okay.
So number 3 would be because the 4th one popped up.
Go ahead. Just tell her. Yeah, go ahead. You can tell her.
The 4th one would be Fill My Heart. Number 3 would be I Miss Us. Number 2 would be Lips, and number 1 would be Try and Figure Me Out.
You heard that, you guys. This is coming from the man himself. He's like, I think every person who likes me should listen to these songs. I feel like if you don't do that,
and listen to the latest shit either way.
Yeah, latest shit. Well, you always listen to the latest shit, but when the artists tell you if you a fan of me, you should listen to these songs. How could you not?
Like, I have a deep love for Try and Figure Me Out. That's my favorite song I've ever done.
And first song I heard from him,
and my debut single.
Okay, so yeah, I can see that having having a big spot up there.
So Jay, you got a lot. Well, not a lot, but you got a few projects that you've done since I've met you. But I know you've done some stuff before that and all of that. So what is your process going into creating a project, and how has that changed throughout each one that you've done?
Each project has to have a purpose.
Okay.
It has to have a theme. It has to have a meaning. When I did my first EP, it technically was supposed to be, went through title changes and project changes, because it went from an EP to a mixtape then to an EP.
Okay.
And when I turned to an EP, I took some songs from that mixtape and just put it in there. And I'm like, my first project. And I just thought about what every song meant to me that's gonna be on this project. What do they all have in common?
Okay.
What's the vibe? What's the feel? What's the element? What's the genre?
Okay.
What's the overall message if I put all these songs together? And I just, I was thinking just one, and a quote came to my mind. After the natural deed is done, it all shall come back to one.
It's a fire quote.
So that's the quote I started using to promote the project.
Nigga's nice, bro. Nigga's fucking nice, bro. Go ahead.
So I decided to call it One because of that.
People used to do album quotes. I feel like that was a thing that was around for a
I think
bit.
so.
Like they used to have like their albums, like when people used to buy albums,
and it'd be a quote.
It would be a quote.
Yeah, like with Janet Jackson, The Velvet Rope.
Yeah,
like she was like, everybody has the need to feel special. Yeah, come inside my velvet robe.
I feel like that was a big thing in the '90s, just like a album quote. So. Bringing that back? You bringing back album quotes?
I'm bringing back a lot of different shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like I try to do different versions and stuff and flip
making it fresh though.
And to throw that out there, that's why I'm revising the first EP, because it's going on the 5th year anniversary. So I'm revising the EP with a couple of new songs, and I feel like it wasn't as strong as it needed to be.
As you wanted it to be. Okay.
And the songs pack a punch, so I'm like, they need to be stronger. So I'm redoing the project. I just got to do one more song, and then the project will be out on the 5th anniversary, March 29th.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah.
Did you announce that yet?
Not really.
You heard it here first. Let's go.
We always get the exclusive. I don't know why people do that.
They love us. Because they love us.
Talk about your own shit like that.
If someone's going to say it, at least be me first. So if anybody else says it, I said that. Like,
we average like 14 views a YouTube video.
The one. That's why I break it up, and this is, I guess, another. I guess what would you call this kind of teaser?
Leak.
A leak, I guess. Yeah. Our short has done 384 views.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And so I'm breaking up a lot of like our segments and stuff that we've talked about into shorts, and I'm gonna drop those on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and their shorts and reels, and see how those do. I feel like, because there's a lot of things, don't get me wrong, I love our content, but I could see someone not wanting to sit through 2 hours
episode
when I can break it into Steve doing this and be like, for the joke, and going crazy. I can break that into a minute clip.
To piggyback on that, I'm also, once I got a couple things I got to take care of, but once I do that, I'm going to start releasing like 5 to 10 minute clips for people to watch too. So just brief conversation, so you guys don't have to sit and watch an entire hour of episode. You can watch a 1 minute clip of me doing this for people, or you can watch 10 minutes of us talking about our pedophile teacher we had when we was in high school.
Yeah, we did have a wild teacher there.
But back to Jay. So we was talking about your project, but I also look at you as a very dope songwriter.
Yes.
And I just want to know, what's your songwriting process? Like, how do you go about making your songs?
It's honestly not a strict system at all. It's very sporadic.
Oh wow, okay.
Very sporadic. One day I'll just come up with the title, and I'll just someday just have a verse.
Okay.
And then some days I'll just have a hook. You know, and sometimes I just, if I'm really invested in, sometimes I'll just have a day where I'll just actually write a song. I remember one day, this was like 10 years ago. I was so in my bag about these two guys I knew that I just sat down and started writing 4 songs in like 5 minutes.
Damn.
Cause I was feeling 4 different emotions. So I gave them all a song title, and I started writing on each one of them.
That's different. Wow. Okay.
So I told you it's sporadic. Like if you give me a song, I can tell you like how it was made, or like
Well, what about I Miss Us?
I Miss Us. I was, of course, that's your favorite.
That's how I had to act. Yeah.
I thought the title was very unique. I Miss Us. I miss you, and I miss me. I miss us. So there's a whole thing going on with that, and I Miss Us was something I like. I want to play with that. So I Miss Us actually is like a sibling track to my song Looking Back While We're Friends. How that kind of thing going on where my songs are sometimes have related.
Okay.
So I Miss Us is basically like looking back when we're friends, because that song talks about the cycle of hurt, reflecting on being in pain, from a previous friendship. So I wanted a song that was going to feed off of what if that friend comes back? What you gonna do?
Yeah.
So that's where I Miss Us comes from.
Okay.
So I wanted to do that, and it's funny because the people I talked about in the song, one of them 2 weeks after writing the song came up to me and said, "Yo, I miss us."
Ah, okay.
That's crazy.
It was like divine intervention. Right
That's
there.
crazy.
It's funny because this was in like 2018 or 2019 when that happened. So
That's
I'm like,
crazy.
and I already started writing the song already. So the song's been sitting there for a minute. I stopped at one point because I had a melody and had a different pre-hook going, a different pre-hook and a different hook going on. I didn't like it. It wasn't hitting. So I just thought I'm gonna sit here and wait until I can get something together.
Okay.
And I waited and couldn't put nothing together. I'm like, you know what? If I didn't get somebody to come start writing with me, this would be a song. And that's what happened. Ethan the Clever, shout out to him. I needed his help with that, and he came in and started writing on that. And I'm like, okay, I like this. I don't like that. We're gonna take that out and replace it with this. And I started editing what he did and made it fit to my liking. And yeah,
that's another thing you do that I admire, because a lot of people in our city don't do that. The collaboration of writing.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't do that. They just be like, okay, I'm going to do my part. You do your part, and then that's it. Somebody write the hook, and then that's it. You are open to collaborating with people and getting different perspectives and stuff like that. And I really appreciate that.
Because a lot of hands are on that song. I'm telling you, a lot of hands. Because Ethan wrote on the song, then Buka featured on the song. Incense did additional vocals on the song. She recorded it while I recorded my vocals in my main studio, Outer Limit Recording Studio. Shout out to Ken, who mixed, mastered, and did most of the engineering. Eric King co-engineered when they recorded Incense vocals here at PLAX's house.
Oh yeah. They did record here.
And then Wave Williams actually did the cover shoot that I ended up using for the song. So a lot of different people had their hands in this.
That's a full team.
Yeah.
That's a full team.
And Carol Shun styled me, one of my best friends. She styled me.
Nice.
So a lot of hands is in this pot for this song.
Yeah, you got a whole squad on there.
Yeah. It could be like that too if everybody get on their shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyways,
well, okay.
That sounded a little personal there.
I mean, that goes for a lot of people that want to work with me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to work with me, but it's like...
I kind of know what he's talking about. We're not going to get into it unless he want to.
No.
He
oh, wow. See, we said we weren't going to be Vlad. That was a very Vlad thing to do. We literally, before we even started filming, we said, hey, look at these questions because we don't want to be Vlad. Here comes Steve. I know what he's talking about. I don't know if you want to talk about it.
But here's the thing: there's too many situations to even bounce off of.
It really is.
There's a lot of people
we'll be here for another hour or two.
There's a lot of people that want to work with me, but at the same time, they won't have the motivation to keep it going.
I want to say there's a lot of people do flake.
Yeah, a lot
of people flake a lot in the town, and it kind of gets discouraging a bit because it's like when you're serious about something, whether it be a film, a song, whatever, and you invite other people and they seem to be excited as well, and then they don't show up or they don't pan out. It's like,
yeah, it's kind of like,
well, damn.
That's what took this someone to start out.
Technically, RMP, well, a variant of RMP was supposed to be a thing a long time ago, but due to waiting for other people, we weren't able to.
He gets to take it home a hologram.
Yeah, he can take them.
I got the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as a guest, yes, you do.
Did you give? Never mind. I'll talk.
Oh, did I give? So I'll say this now because we still have to make a formal post, so this kind of works.
Okay.
We had a contest where we had to give away two of the stickers, one of the regular, one of the reflective.
Mm-hmm.
And we announced who won, and we did a whole thing, but we just haven't made a post. We haven't delivered them yet. Well, technically, I'm delivering them because I'm the only one with a card between the two of us. And we still have not made a formal post about who won, what they won.
Y'all gotta do it.
Yeah. Well, no, we did.
No, we talked about it, but we never made a post on any social media. We never made not one post.
I don't think I saw it either.
The video.
We never posted on social media. Remember that was?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Mine.
Yeah, he realized it because we talked about it in the video. And he probably thought like, okay, that's done. But we never made a post, and we never reached out to anybody but the actual one winner. But other people actually ended up winning because of how we did the whole thing. So we have to do that.
We did not do that.
We did not do that. So we have to do that. So because of this interview,
we love y'all.
We now can do it now, and then now we can be like, yeah, see, we man of our words right now. Look, see, y'all get y'all stuff.
We're gonna.
That's in the docs. If you try to write that down and remember it,
I'm gonna write it down.
It's in there.
Oh, it is?
It's in there.
That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate.
But what was it? So I'm trying to bring us back on track. You know what I'm saying? So it's great to slide off sometimes though, because you get some good conversation. So it's good conversation.
Go ahead.
So that's how I ended up coming to what I misses. Ethan, he just I told him the synopsis of the song, what it's about and everything, and he fed off of that and just gave me what I needed.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We've talked about some of your past projects. You have a new single coming out or out, right?
A new single out called Strobe Lights.
Is it out or is it?
It's out.
It's out.
Okay.
Could you give an idea of what people could expect with that single?
Dance pop.
Different.
It's funny because that was supposed to be on the mixtape too. So, so this project that's coming out called Dream Reality, that's gonna come out early March. I'm debating. I might just release that March 1st. So March 1st, then one revised March 29. Basically, Dream Reality is the name of the EP. It's the other half, not the other half, but like I would say, one is like 35, and then Dream Reality is the other 35 from that mixtape. That's supposed to happen. Okay. So this is the other 35, and Strobe Lights was just one of them songs that that had sitting there since 2014. The beat and the lyrics and the melody, all of that was already done by then. I just never recorded the song until like last year.
Crazy.
Yeah. So
that doesn't feel
weird. What made you bring it back now?
It holds weight. This is what I love about my music and music in general, because like if I let it sit there, it's gonna tell me how much time this song has before it expires. And it lasts for the past 6 years, 8 years now. Yeah. Because 2014, so it's like 8 years.
8 years. Wow.
So it lasted 8 years without even being released.
That's nasty math.
I got a Vlad question real quick. How many songs you got in the vault like that?
Follow the subtitles if you couldn't hear that.
Probably could. I said, how many songs you got in the vault like that?
I heard you, Plax. I can't even name how many songs. I mean, I could probably do another EP with the songs.
Crazy.
But with legalities behind them, I decided not to. And plus, some of the instrumentals are dated. So I just can't. So I have to find new beats to them. Or rewrite them. So there's some more songs that's just sitting there that's been lurking around, especially 10 years. Like
wow.
Even 10 years, like it goes longer. Like I have songs just plain written that's been sitting around since I was probably like 18 or something.
Crazy.
But the ones that I feel like, all right, that can come up with the beats, you're gonna get the last bit of that.
Okay.
So everything else has to be remade. It has to be remade.
Okay. So you don't have an exact number, but you got a general idea of what you got. Okay.
Yeah, but I know for sure if they're not in this project, they have to get remade.
Okay.
So I wanted to ask you real quick. You dabble in a lot of different stuff. You recently, as Mr. Carol Ocean.
Oh, she must be coming.
Hello?
And we're on the call.
Hey, you on the podcast, by the way.
Yes, she is.
Hold on. Hold on. Say it again. Say it again.
I said, guess what, niggas? I'm on my way.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'll see you soon.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you too.
Okay, see you in a minute.
I love this because I crashed Marl's. Shout out to Marl. I crashed his podcast. I have a podcast and someone else crashes it.
Yeah.
And no one better than Akira to do it.
Mr. Carol Ocean.
55 minutes into the podcast, we get another guest.
But I'm God damn, nigga. You okay? Why you? Nah, I know you was fucking around on that one.
You
Being extra, come on.
From the very beginning, I knew it was fake.
Now what you know what you gotta do?
Listen.
You know what you gotta do now? You gotta sing an R&B song.
I gotta sing it.
Please.
Listen, the fact that Rick knows me, he knew I was bullshitting off Rick.
Yeah, I knew he was BSing off top.
I mean, I knew, but I was just like, what the hell still?
Your 30s.
But
So the hall. I can't. You're giving out free advertisement.
Hey, your 30s, bro. Chill. I want
They
to be cool.
legitimately say halls on
Chill out.
anyway.
Go ahead, Jay. So, this is what I was saying. You dabble. Mr. Carol Ocean to be on the way. Hopefully, we can have her on the show, at least briefly. Say hi.
Yeah, at the tail end of it.
Because we might be done soon. But, you dabble in a lot of different stuff. I wanted to ask you real quick. You took a trip to Philly. Why?
Wow. I went to Philly because, well, I met up with this nigga and everything, so I didn't. That wasn't there.
Shout out to that nigga.
That nigga.
If he deserves it.
Well, yeah, he does, because he's me. I'm playing. But anyway. Alright, anyways. Met with the nigga that was me. So.
Wow.
It was.
He got you there, didn't he?
Wow.
But anyways, I went to Philly because a song I Miss Us got placed in the film The Unhinged. Shout out to Filet and shout out to Robert King Gray. They're responsible for putting my song I Miss Us in their film The Unhinged, which is a horror film.
Nice.
It has, some murdering, which is actually pretty good.
Is that what they're called? The murdering?
The murdering. No, it's called The Unhinged. The Unhinged.
No, but I'm saying, like, is that like the term?
Murderings?
Yeah, murdering.
I guess.
There's a lot of murderings.
Murdering.
Yeah, I said it, so you can use it.
There's been a large amount of murderings in the area.
A lot of murderings, a lot of, I think, deaths.
A lot of unalivings.
A lot of unalivings.
Yeah.
A lot of people arriving to the other side.
Yes, going home.
Getting packed up, as you will.
A lot of people got packed up on the east side today.
Yeah.
That would be crazy news for him.
See, we be coming up with shit in here.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. You gonna write that down? He likes to just write down random things he thinks would be funny if we did as like a thing.
Well, man, that is funny.
The Hood Reporter.
Mm-hmm.
But so I went to.
So tell us about the movie and how you got your song into the movie.
So basically, it's funny at this point because I Miss Us has already been a single for some months now.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna shoot a video to it and met up with different directors, and it wasn't happening. I couldn't afford to do the video at the time. I was gonna do a video to that in Burns, but it wasn't working out. So
it wasn't in the cards
at the moment. When I found out the Filet, I followed him. He's cool as hell. He decided, okay, I'm doing a new film because he directs films and action films. So he said, I'm creating this film with Robert Grace called The Unhinged, and if you want to submit some music, he put out this, this flyer, and I said, all right. So that, and there's another thing I was submitting music to, another thing too. There's another movie that put a song in mine, but it ain't out yet. So y'all find about that later when it's time. So heads up now.
Two movies with your songs in them.
Yes. But with The Unhinged, I sent them a bunch of songs, as options I think would fit. And, I sent them Try to Figure Me Out. I sent them Burns. I sent them Lips. But they said, no, we want to miss us. Oh, okay. So I sent them the song. Well, they already had the song, but I gave them permission to use it. And I thought, okay, if that's the case, we're going to shoot a music video to it. So with their blessing as well to to do this in promotion of the film, they were fine with that. So I did that.
Nice.
That's dope. That's wow.
Subtitle said that's dope.
That.
He said, "Go ahead,
What
child."
you want to do next? Oh, so I guess since we're already speaking of movies, right? Stevens pointed out a question that he wanted me to ask because he's the greatest at transitions. He said you've been dabbling in acting. So what you've been dabbling and acting in, if you can tell us? I don't know if it's not out yet, NDAs and all that stuff. I know how the business is.
Right.
But if it is out already, how was it? Did you like it? And will you do more of it?
Starting last summer, I started dabbling in acting because of Akira Shun. Because I always wanted to act. I would do a little acting in my music videos, but you won't really, you never see me in an actual film or even a TV show or nothing like that yet.
We talked about you being featured in movies song wise, but it turns out you've been acting recently. Can you tell us what you've been acting in, if you're able to, if you like it, and will you do more of it?
Yes. I always liked the idea of acting and trying to come up with monologues and stuff of my own. But what was it? I would do acting in my music videos, but I never did a show or a movie yet, really. So I said, I think that would be a great thing to manifest. And Akira Shun, one of my best friends. Oh, she's on her way. So basically, she gave me an opportunity to do that. There's a couple of films I've done with her. And they're on their way out. We're gonna do more films.
We can't talk too much about them, but they'll be out.
But I can tell you one. It's called Kojo, which is a horror film. Basically with an all black leading cast.
Nice.
So I play a character named Grande, and I try not to say too much, but just know that there's some African spirituality with this.
Character. He's a very important character.
He's one of the lead characters. So there's like 4 main leads, especially Kojo himself. You want to say the other people casted in this? I mean, they'll have interviews. You know what I'm saying?
And they've been posting about it, so I guess we can say it.
Yeah.
Kenny Runaways plays the main character,
Kojo.
Hopefully, we can have Kenny on the show one day. Who else?
A Kojo fan cast?
That'd be great. Had a whole cast on here.
That'd be nice.
Yeah,
I would like that.
Like The Walking Dead.
Can I get the R&B exclusive? Because I'm the cameraman.
I mean, you are the cameraman for the movie. He might as well be
R&B exclusive. When the movies come out, we'll try to set something.
Do a different setup. I'm not sure.
We'll probably go to shout out to my boy O'Mary. We'll go to Toonworks and do it.
Okay.
We have to pay him
on location.
Yeah, on location. Yeah. If we got mad people like that, we would have to go there.
That'd be cool.
I think that'd be cool. He got a way better setup than I do, so that'd be fire.
I wear the suit jacket with the turtleneck and the gold.
Oh, real yeah. With the red carpet.
Or do it at the premiere.
Oh yeah, you do. You might have to pull up to the premiere for real. You kind of have to. That's just because I'm gonna be vlogging, so you got to do the
I gotta
R&Ps.
be there. I gotta be there doing the actual work.
Yeah, the actual R&P work.
But
So
Kojo, so that, and I've got casted in more films, and I actually love the idea of acting. I love having, it's fun, it's challenging, it's scary, but it's challenging and it's something new. I've been doing music for over 10 years. So to dive into acting, it takes me away from that, and I get a vibe of something else, and it just feels so totally different. And I have fun doing it. I do have fun doing it. Yeah. So one of the other films is another Akira film, possibly another one too. But there's also films he has me in.
Oh wow!
actually,
you make films?
Well, I keep talking about it. I haven't done anything yet. They're just in the works. Hopefully, I can start shooting some of my stuff in March. Jay, actually, we had a conversation last night about a character change for one of the characters I got him playing.
Yeah.
He's gonna have more of an important role in future films now, because I had I had an idea while I was walking to work last night, and I called Jay. I was like, "Yo, what if he does?" So hopefully you guys enjoy that stuff. I've truly enjoyed working with Mr. Kara.
Yes.
I've learned a lot and stuff like that. And we got some shit coming. And my boy Morrow, we the Avengers. We got some shit coming. Just wait.
What character are you in the Avengers?
I'm Nick Fury, for sure.
That's such a waste.
Well, waste? Why?
Nick Fury? He's not an
bring
Avenger.
people together.
He's not an Avenger.
Well, he bring people together.
So you can't be a part of the Avengers.
Oh.
Damn.
That's unfortunate.
That's like the man in the chair. That's like calling Ned Spider-Man.
Peter would have got packed up a couple times without Ned, though. Well, let's not. Here, we'll get into it.
What was it? So
expect you to be in more stuff.
Yes, I enjoy it and I have fun.
Okay, something else I want to get into with your music that we haven't really touched on yet. You are in a group and in a duo as well.
Yeah.
But you're in a group called Hooked on Casiophonics. With
you want to say the group name again?
Hooked on Casiophonics.
Hooked on Casiophonics, yeah.
So how did that come about? How did you guys, get together?
Well,
and who else is in the group, obviously?
Well, Hooked on Casiophonics is a group that consists of 4 people. There's me, Jay Aquarious. I'm the sassy R&B singing lead singer of the group, and then you have yes, and then you have Pamazon, who is the producer of the group. She also is the exotic member.
Pam is awesome.
Yes, she is. She's the exotic member. She just always comes up with crazy different stuff all the time, and always introduces the different stuff. So that's more of the thing that she end up doing all the time. And then there's Rock Nuts. Rock Nuts, he is the smooth, freaky, hip hop rapping artist in the group. He's the lead male rapper. Then you got Miggy J,
who's also awesome.
Yes.
I only met Rock Nuts once.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if he's awesome or not. I'm sure he is.
From that first impression?
From the first impression, he seemed cool. We got a cool vibe. But I've met Miggy, and I've met Pam, and I've been around them more. So, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Miggy, she's the lead rapper. She's very serious, hardcore hip hop, and she also is very political.
Okay, like hardcore hip,
she's
that gritty stuff.
She's more of that gritty type hip hop.
Like that Griselda.
But she kind of got a pop feel to her sometimes.
She's very pop, but when it comes to her presence and what she does, she's just very serious about it.
She can hold the room for sure.
Yeah.
She definitely can.
Yeah. So that's more what she delivers. So basically, we met almost 10 years ago. I mean, Pam and Rodness already knew each other for a minute. I don't remember how long they knew Miggy, but I didn't know Miggy yet. I met them right after I dropped out of college in 2012. The first event I ever went to, that's where I met them. Shout out to Dana McKnight. She did this event on Trinity Place, which is actually a funny thing, right next to where Little Africa used to be.
Oh, wow.
It was right next door in them apartments on Trinity. So I'm going in there and, met them, have fun. I saw Pam perform. I'm like, wow, I really would like to do music, something like this. Funny thing. So It took a couple of years until I ended up seeing them again. I saw Rhonda around. I would see him. I saw Pam around. I was kind of scared to talk to her because I didn't know her name anymore. I was scared. So I was like, all right, shit, fuck. So I don't know. I was nervous to say hi and ask her what her name was again. But I did it. Rhonda's booked me my very first gig. It was his birthday party back in 2014. That was my first time getting booked the show.
Oh, wow, okay.
And he asked me to perform. So I didn't have any music out yet. I was just singing covers, and I would go to open mics and sing a cappella.
Okay,
nice.
So I had and he knew I would do TLC, and he loves when I do TLC stuff. So he asked me to come and perform some songs.
Okay.
So I did covers, and what was it? That's where the ball rolled from there, from doing shows.
Okay. So when did y'all decide to become like a group?
It was right after that.
Right after
Pam
that?
loved seeing me. At this point, unfortunately, Miggy was having some personal problems with her health, and she had to step away from the group. So they were looking for somebody to replace her, and they basically asked me to replace her right after that performance. Because Pam never watched me perform. Rhonda seen me perform, but she never saw me perform. So, and they asked me to come to a rehearsal, and they wanted to feature me in the show, and they said, "Do you want to be in a group?" And I was like, "I'm not sure. I've never been in a group before." And I didn't imagine. I questioned myself. Funny thing, right before they asked me if I wanted to be in a group, and I was like, "I don't know. We'll see how the show goes." And then by the time the show happened, I decided to be in the group.
Okay. I said okay, by the way. It just didn't come out.
That's a solid origin story.
Yeah, that is. I honestly, how diverse you guys are, I thought it'd be way crazier story. That's what I thought.
Yeah, Ron has to throwing bricks and shit at
Yeah,
somebody. I was like, hold on, man, stop doing that. You know,
like a TV show, y'all just like, hey, we should be a group or something like that. Like just a big ass flamboyant story.
We had to win this this music
competition.
contest. Yeah, this music competition. They were going to shut down the local community center.
But they don't let solo acts go up.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do, guys?
oh my god.
A Hooked on Casiophonics movie. Ooh.
We thought about that years ago.
Okay.
It's a thought. It's a thought.
Okay.
But
what are good movies like that? The only movie I can think of off the top of my head is like
visibly make it corny on purpose.
I was thinking Lemonade Mouth is the only movie I remember that was like that.
Lemonade Mouth is some great cinema. That's just some great fuck. Wow, it's just beautiful.
To be honest, I thought if we did a movie, it'd be something like Spice World.
What's Spice World?
By the Spice Girls. Their first movie.
Okay.
You gotta watch it.
I seen part of it. I never seen those
sister's a
things.
fan of them. I'm gonna be honest. I've never seen the movie though.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That actually got me into music.
Okay.
I was, like I said, very into animation. I watched them, and I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, they were great.
Hello?
I watched the film. I was like, damn, okay, I like this. Everything about it, I loved it. Yeah, I recommend the Spice World movie. That's the movie that got me into music. I watched it, and I was like, damn, it's actually pretty fucking cool. And I was liking the songs. I was loving like what they were doing because they're animated women. They're very animated and they're fun. And I'm like, oh wow, this is actually like live action type shit. It's pretty cool. But I'm trying to bring back. Where am I segueing that from? I don't remember.
You said that, like if your group were to have a movie.
Yeah, Hooked on Casiophonics movie.
Yeah, it'll be like that. To be honest, I think it'll be something like that.
Who's your favorite Spice Girl?
Victoria, Posh Spice.
Posh Spice.
Are they from Buffalo, right?
No.
What?
They from Britain.
No, I'm mixing it with somebody. It's a group of girls that's from Buffalo that people talk about all the time.
City Girls?
No, City Girls.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Could you imagine the City Girls being from Buffalo? Actually, some crazy music.
Actually, I can. I can see it.
I don't know. Where are they from? They're from like
Miami.
Miami, right? Yeah. Yeah. No, they sound like some Florida girls.
Well, no, verbally, no. I'm just saying how they.
No, I'm talking about even like what they rap about. Like that's some Florida shit. Like I ain't half that shit not happen here.
Yeah, it's true.
She went to jail. and then she came out rapping. That's crazy.
Oh, well,
Which one was
JT?
it? JT, yeah.
JT.
She did time, like legitimate time.
I mean, she was already rapping before she went to jail.
I know that, but I'm saying she rapped and went to jail and then came out of jail legitimately rapping. Like again, it was back on whatever bullshit.
Yeah.
It was all like jail did not stop nothing nowhere.
So, but yeah, that's the group. Hooked on Casiophonics. So, right after I met them, they actually so that's when the group started forming. Pam was on stage, you know, playing her music. They kept calling her a DJ and told her she needed to play for 4 hours. She's like, no, I'm not playing a 4 hour set by myself. I'm gonna change it because I don't have that much material. So she asked Rock Nuts to come on stage. She knew him, and he came up and started rapping over her beats.
okay.
See, that's like a pretty movie like origin story.
And then Miggy came, and there was other group members that came in that ended up either getting kicked out or they ended up just leaving. And then I showed up.
Without saying names or anything, were you a part of the group when people were removed?
I came after all of that. I was spared for some things.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I wonder what that's like to be a part of a group and then having to like make the unanimous decision that someone gotta go. Like, that's gotta be crazy.
have y'all tried to incorporate new people, or it's just been y'all since you got there?
The only person we incorporated back was Miggy because she came back.
Yeah, because she had health issues.
Right.
Yeah, but she got it together now, so like everything is cool now. You know what I'm saying? But other people were just like, no, you can't come back. No. And other people we like, oh, we want to do features, or I want to play with your stay. You know, I want to play bass for y'all or something. And it just never happened because we have a system, and it's just it doesn't work.
And y'all team, once you got the team together, you really try not to fuck with it too much, if you can help it. Unless you Shaq and Kobe arguing all the time.
Or the Justice League.
Well, that's just an interchangeable team. That's just
but I'm saying, like, you know, if you have your main cast, like the Justice League has the main, legitimately, like.
And that's just in case niggas get packed up.
Yeah.
You gotta have a motherfucker. All right, Stretch Armstrong, get up there. It's your turn.
But yeah, if they have their group and then they have like their people, if they have like their instrumentalists, if they I don't know, do music groups include their instrumentalists like in the actual group?
Depends.
Like, because I know there's like the Roots. But
well, Pam is like y'all instrumentalist basically.
She makes all the beats.
So it's really just Pam. So she would have to be in it.
And she's the like core of the group. Because if we're doing a show, she has to be there. If she's not there, we ain't having a show. She has that much power in the group, and that's how the group. That's how this is her thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's basically also the manager of the group. So she's basically.
I thought that was a Kira.
I thought so too.
How did you do that? How did you not only get into the building, but find my room?
That's what I thought, right?
Yeah, I find my apartment and then open the door. That was gonna be crazy.
I mean, she's been here enough to know where the building and everything
know where to go.
But to get in and then unlock it though,
that'd be crazy.
It's like, PLAX, I've been here too much.
Last time I was here, I had a key made. It was
like, I guess.
What was I saying? But what was I saying?
The one member having
being
the leader.
Yeah, she basically has a lot of power and control. So it's like this is like mainly her thing.
Okay.
And we're like, we're just the yeah.
Are there any Hooked on Casiophonics projects out or coming out at some point? We've
been trying. That's been a very big struggle in the group. That's been a very big struggle trying to get some music out. I mean, we have like only one song out there. Besides a live performance track to our song "Hunt Me," we have a live performance track to that song, and we have "Bad Blood" that's been out for a while. But other songs, nothing's been like finished and released yet.
Okay.
We were more on the live performance tip.
Okay. Which is cool too, because not a lot of people put focus on live performance. So, I mean, I guess that's different in a sense. Y'all could release just a live project maybe.
It's been a thought. It's been a thought.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
It's been a thought. We just never done it. You know what I'm saying? I tried to do that before though, but it just didn't work out. What was I gonna say?
You do have you personally have a live project out though.
Yeah, like the acoustic sessions, and you had the video for that one. So this is the most promo that project has ever gotten in a while.
That one sentence was.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we released the videos and then you dropped that, but it was what it was.
I did some promotion during the time, but it's like that was preparation for the remix video for Lips. That was preparation for the remix video for Lips. But what was it? Yeah. So that's what happened with the group. So that's what hooked on Casiophonics. That's us.
And also, you are in a duo with Air King that you guys recently put together. Now you guys don't have a name yet. Okay, but you guys did release it, bro. It's not out yet, is it?
The EP is not out.
Okay.
But we have a couple of songs out.
A couple songs out that are going to be a part of a project called The Grapevine.
Yes.
So how did you and Air King kind of come together and decide to collab in that way?
It was very accidental. Very accidental because I try not to beat shop. But every time I meet a new producer, I'm like, I gotta check them out. Because I know those people that want to meet producers, but I gotta know what they're working with.
Right.
Yeah.
And Air King just happened one day to upload. You know, this is when we was on this what was it? Collective. So I'm like, of course I gotta listen to everybody's shit. You know what I'm saying? And Air King dropped Maybe She's Just Too Hot, the instrumental. And I was like, this is fucking banging. You know what I'm saying? Damn. You know, holy shit. And the verse came in, that's how they coming up with something. I'm like, stop, Jordan. Stop. Stop. You got enough beats you've been sitting on for years. All right? Stop collecting. Get it done. Get it done. That's the shit.
But it was just too hard. It was too hard.
It was too fucking hard. I had to come up with something. Oh, okay, maybe something cute with this. Then I started, then I just, one thing led to another. I went to his SoundCloud page and I started listening to beats. And then that's when the beat to Love High came in. I forgot the original name to that beat. But I just thought, I heard it come out, I thought, oh my God, this is so fucking good. I can sing the fuck out of the song. I can sing the fuck out of this.
So you was just shopping.
I started shopping, and then that's what happened. I'm like, I'm not gonna do another project under my name. I got too much going on already. I'm like,
wait, hold on. Y'all keep going. I'll be right back.
Why are we gonna?
Like, hold on the fort for me real quick.
It makes no sense.
So basically, he was here for that process. So, yeah, he was part of that process. So I said, okay, cool. I'm going to release. I want to do this song, but I'm like, maybe we just do like a 2-song EP. Me and Air King, because it made me think of Normani and Calvin Harris when they did what was it, Slow Down, and I can't forget the other song. I can't remember the name of the other song. Damn it. It has WizKid on it too.
Calvin Harris song?
Calvin Harris, WizKid, and Normani.
I've never.
What was it? Checklist. That's what the song's called. Checklist. It's a really good song.
I'll have to check that out.
It's Afrobeat.
WizKid,
Normani, and Calvin Harris.
Really? I'll check that out.
Yeah.
I had no idea a song like that existed.
It does. It's really, really good.
Nice.
So I ended up going to it, and I go into the idea. I'm like, maybe we should do something like that too. Maybe we should just Too Hot and Love High. And the song was originally shorter. The short version was the actual Love High song, but I played it for some people, and they were like, "No, you got to make this longer. That you can't just leave it shorter like that. You got to make this longer."
Okay.
So I said, okay, fuck it, I'll do it. So I did, and people love it. They love that. And we said, you know, we were gonna just make it a duo project, cause, but it ended up becoming longer. I had this one verse I wrote for a song for the collective that we were doing, but was actually one of their songs, but he didn't really like the verse enough to keep it on the song. He said everything was solid except for one part in the song. He didn't like that, so we decided, okay, we're going to they're gonna go on without me with the song.
Okay.
And I was last to come up with a verse too, so in a sense they're like, you know, we gotta move on from this. So I'm like, whatever. But even though I pitched the verse in time, it wasn't enough. So I'm like, whatever. I love what I've written, so I'm gonna just make a song around it. So I hit up Air King about this. So I'm like, we can add another song here. Nice. There was another song, and then it became a more of a lengthy EP.
Yeah, no need for it to go to waste.
Hell no, that voice is fucking fire. And I wrote, when I made it into a song, I decided to add a new persona with that one, based it around a new persona, and add another verse that was just as fire, if not even more fire than the first one. So I'm like, this, it has a home now. Now it has something more meaningful to it.
Nice.
So yeah, so that's how the project started rolling. That's how it happened, and the Grapevine. It's a title where we've been really playing with and trying to like. I feel like there's reasons to connect it to certain things, but it's like we're still trying to discover it. You know what I'm saying? We know that each song is like a fruit off the vine, different range, different flavors. You're gonna get hit with something new once you taste whatever the hell it is that you dive into. So
like the Grapevine.
Yeah, the Grapevine.
So Jay, I wanted to ask you real quick, to get a little. We've been joking around and stuff like that, but I wanted to get your opinion on being a gay artist in Buffalo specifically, in general too, if you want to get into that, but in just the Buffalo community, not just the pop and R&B scene, but the rap scene, and just dealing with different artists and dealing with venues and all of that stuff. How do you navigate that? Has there been any like issues or anything like that since you've put yourself into the Buffalo music scene?
Well, I do want to say this first, because I know everybody else is going to ask the same question before.
Okay.
Well, again, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm not a gay artist. I'm an artist that happens to be gay.
Come on, Steve.
Like
I'm
how?
sorry. Yeah,
You knew
Like
that.
how?
So why would you do that?
Don't double down. 'Cause then they're gonna cancel the show.
Why would you write that? I told you how to write the
Matter of
question.
fact, we're gonna cut this.
No.
Matter of fact, we're done.
No, that
I'll
was
talk to y'all later.
damn.
We out. Thank you, Jay, for coming.
You ain't gonna embarrass me like that. Hell no. We done. Shut it down. Shut it down.
I apologize, Jay.
No,
I
you're
worded that
fine. No,
wrong.
you're fine. You're fine because people will word it that way. I've worded that like that before.
You good?
So
this
people
time.
do need to.
That's what he said. You good this time?
So
You only get one.
Good, dude.
So like you would, a lot of us have done this. So you know, people say you're a gay artist, you're a black artist. I'm like, I am those things, but you know, there's a lot more to that. You know what I'm saying? Because when people do stuff like that, they put you in a box.
Right.
Yeah.
And like, oh, we have our gay artists over here, but and then no longer I'm in the black artist category. I'm just in the gay artist category. So
And they do that with black people too. Like, oh,
Yeah.
these guys are black artists. They're probably rapping, so keep them over there.
Keep 'em
That's
Yeah.
what that's
Keep it
what
with a black artist.
that's what the Grammys do. So
yeah.
basically,
So it's like a it's a thing where people will section you off. So it can be a hassle. So like so when navigating through that, it can be a hassle. I just don't. I try to be myself as much as I can, and thankfully, it's I guess I'm an acquired taste, but some people to still want to rock with me. And to be very honest, I can say is because a part of me is I embrace my masculine side. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of guys in the city, especially, there's a lot of prejudice and a lot of homophobia and racism in the city. And some guys.
All very true. City of good neighbors. That's just what they do. They just never wanted us as neighbors. You know?
Oh shit! You got that right. You got that right. But yeah, so basically, yeah, so I try to go through the things I go through in a specific way where I can, it's fair to all of us. You know what I'm saying? And because, like I said, I embrace my masculine side, while I also embrace my feminine side. Some guys find me a little bit more digestible because I embrace my masculine side.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
So it's easier if, in the situation you're describing, it's easier if you're more feminine than masculine in the situation?
no, I was saying I embrace my masculine
He's saying
side.
he embraced both.
Yeah,
so,
right. Okay.
right.
I was about to say that's.
Yeah, I was saying like people like most people embrace my masculine side more in the city because that's more of what's people like here. You know what I'm saying? If I embrace my feminine side way more, and I will whenever I'm ready to.
Yeah.
It's like it's not inviting. I don't think this is it's that I can't say this, but I can say that faggot shit.
Yeah, I wasn't touching that.
Do you feel like have you witnessed that yourself, or do you just feel like that's what would happen if you were to embrace more of your feminine side?
I know.
If you guys can't hear me, I'll just put something down there so you can.
To be honest, people do this already.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's not even whether I'm more feminine or not. It's just, they're just more inclined to smile in my face because I embrace my masculine side. And it's more in nowadays.
Right.
Of cancel culture and shit like that.
Right.
So some people don't want that kind of, backlash. But then again, if you have a big community behind you that backs the kind of thinking you originally have, that makes it a little tougher for you to like...
Matter.
Yeah.
Some people, it's a little hard to cancel them because their fans think the same way they think, which
right.
Has its ups and downs all around. But I just think like why voice an opinion that doesn't really matter?
That's what I'm saying.
Like we do it for jokes.
Well, that's our whole thing.
Yeah, but you can always just not listen to it.
Yeah, that's true.
But like we never just. I don't think even in our.
I don't think only people we have been malicious to is people that deserve it.
Yeah, we know are grimy. Like legitimately, yeah.
Shout out to our teacher from high school.
Yeah.
But I don't think we've never, even our own opinions, we've never been malicious to anybody.
Yeah, I never understood that kind of mindset. Like, why be malicious to people that they're living their lives that doesn't affect you?
Lives and they're not hurting nobody.
It's about selfishness and their viewpoint of life, like how they feel everything needs to be exactly what they see all the time, what they like to see all the time. They came from this one neck of the woods, and everything else that they go past needs to stay like that. So okay, there's no black people in here. There needs to be no black people wherever else I go.
Right.
If there's everything,
that's how people
if
think.
I'm from the hood, if I'm black and I'm from the hood, wherever I go needs to be like from the hood. You know what I'm saying? And then there's I'm gay. Wherever I go needs to be gay. You know what I'm saying?
And that's not how life works. That's not life.
Yeah.
Do you think a lot of the prejudice and stuff come from insecurities from people too?
Yeah. Some people just really have been like suppressed, and they feel everybody else needs to be suppressed by that tunnel attitude we're basically talking about. If I need to suppress my homosexuality, I need to suppress my desire to transition into whatever sex I was and I end up being, or however you want to translate it properly.
Then everybody else should have to do that too.
Everybody else has to do it too.
Okay.
So that's just, it's a whole mentality of eye for an eye still. Like, if I'm it, you gotta be it too. If I'm going down, you're going down too. Like, that's just what it is. Like, no, you don't have to go down. In this case, you don't have to go down. You don't have to go down in this case.
No one's making you go down.
No one's making you go down, but the memories that's sitting in your goddamn head from probably your father, your uncle, telling you never do this shit, never do that, don't act like that, don't move like that, don't talk like that.
So now you feel like you just can't do it, and nobody else should either, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, people are weird. I don't know.
You don't think it's fair to themselves. I can't do that. I would raise not be like that for about 10, 20 years of my life. Why should you have the privilege to do that?
To be free and right. So if you don't mind getting into it, you don't have to. Like we said, we're not Vlad with you. What has your experience personally been in the Buffalo music scene, just dealing with people? Has it been positive, negative, or mix of both? How has it been?
It's been a mix. Because I do find people in my community that helps me out, and shines light on me like I shine light on them. I always have an R&B Hip Hop Pride event, mostly for that, because R&B Hip Hop and Pride, because we exist, but we don't get a highlight. You know what I'm saying? When Pride events happen, you'll get, a drag queen that can sing. You might get, different other people up there on stage doing stuff, but not a musician that is openly gay. Right. When you go to Pride events, I don't know if y'all ever been to a Pride event.
I haven't, but I've seen them.
Yeah, have I? I don't think I have.
Well, at Pride events, we celebrate, being openly, in the community. But when you see entertainment, you'll see drag queens, you'll see go-go dancers, you'll see a poppin' mainstream artist that may majorly not be gay. But when it comes to being openly gay artists, that does not get as much shine at all. I remember one time, my first time going to Pride, and they brought it. No, my first time going to the Pride festival that ended up going to the, being at the water. I'm like, okay, I always hear everybody else doing their thing, but when the show was over with, I saw two lesbian women that are studs rapping. but everybody's leaving at this point. So I'm like, did you put on the local musicians at the tail end where everybody is leaving? So I honestly feel like we don't get as much love as we need.
So that's why you do what you do when you put on your own events to broadcast that.
Especially the R&B and hip hop artists, because even if you have us on stage, they're doing something heavily pop or something that's not of those elements.
Right.
So it's like, where are we in the spectrum? So that's why I came up with that. But then there's some people in the community of music that doesn't embrace it, that don't want people to even know that they're gay. And even if so, they'll probably say something little, cute, but it's kind of questionable, but their actions, drowns it all out. So you won't ever think of it again. So
like presenting as straight, quote unquote.
Yeah, straight presenting. So it can be pretty questionable, but I will honestly say that I am far as I know, the only openly gay man in this music scene. There are other guys that are like maybe that are openly, probably that's in the community too, but they still like women. So when it comes to marketing, they can still present themselves as heterosexual presenting, whether purposely or not, and they can get that spotlight.
Right.
And it's natural and organic to them because they actually do like women.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
So you feel like you're the only fully just gay man in the Buffalo music scene?
That's
openly.
Black. Add that in there too. Because there are some openly gay men that are white, but I don't really know that.
And that's different. Obviously, they white people. Not sure. Rick and I have talked about white people a lot on the R&B podcast. It's just a different conversation. Well, thank you for that, Jay. Do you have anything else to add on that topic specifically?
Like, there's probably some other openly gay men on the scene that's black, but it's like it's
scarce.
It's very scarce.
Okay.
Very scarce. So I'm trying to bring us together, but you only could do with so much.
Right.
So,
but I personally feel like, at least for the community as a whole, I feel like you've done a lot to shed a light on that. Like I said, it's a bit, not all of it, but majority of your events are very inclusive, and you create an environment where people can be comfortable and be themselves. And I really appreciate that. I'm sure a lot of other people appreciate that. I hope you guys can actually hear what I'm saying too.
so.
That would be unfortunate if you
Subtitles.
Subtitles, yeah, but subtitles.
I think some people can hear you because that's
in the beginning.
Yeah, and then plus he'll turn it up. Right?
I will. Okay. Yeah, I do edit a lot in post, as far as the audio go.
But yeah, there's some favorite. It is even favoritism that happens on the scene. So that's another thing that happens.
Right.
So I try to keep my head above water and be at least a leader, in the sense where I can create platforms for not only me, for other people, and keep that energy going, whether people want to deliver it or not. Some people don't have that creative mindset, and they think mainstream and money, what's going to sell all the time. But it's like, I don't think you see everything, because Lil Nas X is out here killing the shit.
He is.
He did hit the world with a bamboozle, and everybody loved it.
Yeah.
You got him and Saucy Santana, they doing their things, and Frida. So yeah.
We're at an hour 30.
We are at an hour 30.
This has been a great interview. Usually our interviews are 45 minutes, maybe an hour, depending on what we talk about. We talked about a lot of things, but we mostly talked about you, and I feel like that's job well done. So I guess on closing note, what do you have next? Like what's next for you in 2022?
Music, a lot of music. A lot of music. I have a new single coming out on February 1st called Dream Reality, which is the title track to the project, Dream Reality.
Okay.
I have a duet that's basically about to be finished and about to come out too.
Nice.
Also, Dream Reality, the project on March 1st. And then one revised March 29th. So those two projects are out the way, and I got a whole big project coming out after that. I'm trying to shoot a ton of music videos as much as I can, get a lot of music videos done to these songs, because I plan on taking a very big break after this.
And acting too.
Oh yeah, I think so. Kojo, you know, that's gonna be coming out. Keep an eye out for Kojo. And any other film, because I can't really say just yet. So films, music videos, photo shoots. Yeah.
Honestly, I could just say Jay gonna just keep doing what Jay been doing for the past 2 years that I've known you. I said it like a little while ago, and I'll say it again. Jay, since the time I met him, has been going fucking nuts, and I respect the hell out of you, Jay. I admire you, everything that you do, and what you stand for, and I'm proud to say that you're one of my very best friends.
He's like a little brother to me.
Oh, Jay is older than me.
He was listening to like how old he was during the years. I was like, oh, he's old.
When I first met Jay, I thought
he was 7 in the 2000s.
Yeah, I thought you was our age. I thought you was everybody.
I continued to think you were our age.
No, I was born in '93, so I'm about to be 30 next year.
But that's not.
How old is you?
Same age. He younger than me, slightly.
Yeah, I'm just tall.
Yeah, he just tall. He just like 8 months or something like that.
Yeah,
something like that.
End of the year.
Yeah, I'm born in February. He born in December.
Yeah,
98 still, but
yeah, still 98.
So I was 5 when y'all was born.
Yeah, you was 5.
Yeah,
wow.
He had cognitive thought. That makes him older. Not old.
He could draw, write, read.
Yeah. No, like the minute you can form memories, you are a person at that point.
At that
Anything
point,
before that is.
At that point, that's when I got into the Spice Girls. Cause they broke up right that year.
Oh wow, we're in '98. Wow, that's crazy.
That's when not break up. That's when Jerry left the group. So she left in '98.
I think Harry Potter came out in.
It came out in 2000.
2000. Well, the movies did. I'm thinking of books.
The book came out. Yeah.
I think the book might have come out, or at least
the book came out in '96, right?
Yeah, but I think the year he's in, like that first year, is in '98.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the books take place in '98.
But Jay, thank you so much for coming. I'm sorry, y'all. My voice has been terrible. Rick and I plan on recording a regular episode sometime soon. Hopefully, it'll be better by then. Maybe not. Probably not. But I'm gonna try.
You're a mess, dude.
I'm gonna let Rick close this out.
You didn't really have a choice. All right, everybody. This has been another R&B interview.
You see how you do me? Right?
I don't do any crazier than what he deserves. All right. So this has been another R&B interview with another rising star in Buffalo. I don't even think rising at this point. I think just star, right? At this moment, right?
Thank you.
And we really
to be real, Jay is one of the solidified stars in the town for real.
Yeah, no, definitely. So as you've seen in the interview, we talked about a lot of stuff he does. So we'll have a lot of links down below and in the description, depending on where you're watching this: Spotify, YouTube, Google Play, Apple Music. We got it all on everything. We'll have all of his stuff listed below. I hope he enjoyed being on the show. I know we get a little sidetracked sometimes, but I feel like we kind of kept it on the straight and narrow for like 50%.
We tried. We
did our best.
We tried.
We had Nakira Oshun cameo.
Yeah, cameo.
Yes.
She almost pulled up, but she got lost in the
I can't believe it.
And so I hope everybody enjoyed it. Check out all of his stuff, and we'll see you soon.
Peace. We love you guys.
Bye.
Unforgettable moments. Remember when we used to hang out? Remember what we used to do? Remember those to talk the shit, the flames and the sparks. I remember trying to walk away, though I thought I'd stay. I figured you would change your way.